Hello world and welcome back to Let's Play Harry Potter. Last time we managed to sneak through a corridor, get past Filch and Mrs. Norris, I got it right that time, and managed to find a mirror, the Mirror of Erised, or Erised. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't mention this last episode because I've only just remembered now. It took me absolutely forever to remember or figure out that Erised is just desire backwards. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out. I bet a bunch of other people had this issue as well, but I can't be alone on this. Anyway, this episode, if you haven't noticed the troll in the room, or in the next room, we're going to head through that hole and save Hermione from a troll. So let's head on in here and see what's happening. There's chocolate frogs, okay, so there's a bit more than I thought. So there's some chocolate frogs here if you need some after the Peeves escapade. There was a lot of chocolate frogs, there's 4 of them. And as we saw, Ron head through this door, and just over here is a save book, just in case you need it. So let's head on in here, and see what's happening. It's a loading screen, that's what's happening. Of course it's a loading screen. What else would it be? Shakespeare's and Queen Victoria on the wall there. And behind corner number 1, we have... Once we get there... Wow, okay. That guy is proper uggo.
Harry, you distract the troll and I'll find Hermione.
No offense, mate, but you are proper uggo. Anyway, here we go. It's time to do another chase sequence. So, well, this isn't a chase sequence. This is like a time trial running away from things. As you can see, there are beans on the floor. So, as we run through here, I'm going to try and pick up as many as I can. So, you don't have to pick up all the beans in this section. There is another area after this where you can collect, I think it's 20 more beans, so you don't have to pick up all of them. I think if you manage to pick up all but 2 of them, you will have enough to have all 100 beans after this. So there is a lot of beans in here. You don't have to worry about missing too many, but try and collect at least half of them, I think. I can't remember how many beans are actually in this section. I haven't actually checked. I probably could calculate it. I think it's 48 or something? So you have to get at least 28 of them. So keep on running, collecting beans. So as you can see, sometimes these candle things will fly over. Oh, that might have been a mistake. Yeah, as I was saying, these candle things will fly over and try and hit you. So just be careful of that. The troll, if it does catch you, will instantly kill you. And well, not instantly kill you, but do damage and send you back to the previous section. As you can see, coming into this room, it instantly makes you jump, which is a bit of a problem. So that is probably one of the beans that everyone is going to miss. So I've missed 1 bean so far. Not too bad considering. I think I'll still have enough. So this... Oh my... I forgot to run. Okay, and this is what happens when you die. You get crushed. So... And it's an instant game over. I was wrong. It's an instant game over. Wow. Okay. I didn't save before that. I really hope... Yes, it takes you back to here. So, I've got to remember to hold forward. So, it's completely reset all my beans. So, what I'm going to do is probably... Actually, no, I'll just run through it again. It's not too long. I was going to say I'll cut it out, but it's not too long. Let's just run through it again. I get more chance to explain things, which... is my favourite thing to do, so I'm not complaining too much. So one thing you'll might want to note, is that jumping is actually slower than running. So the more you have to jump, the slower you'll be. So try and jump as little as possible. So there we go, 1 section down already. There are 3 sections, so I was literally on the halfway through the last section. So it's kind of sucky that I managed to screw it up there. So yeah, did I mention this? I think I mentioned this, but as you can see, I always get hit by those because I'm always going for the bean. So just be careful of that one. What was I saying? Oh yes, the candles, they do a lot of damage. So, you don't want to be hit by too many of them. My thumb slipped off the analog stick. I'm really not doing well here. Oh dear. Don't slip in the ooze. And I've got to say, even, if the troll did do all this damage, what is going on with this corridor? What is wrong with Hogwarts and it's, mad, crazy corridors filled with, slime and ooze and all sorts of nonsense? Can I get this? Yes, I got the bean. So I did get that bean eventually. So that's not too bad. We've got the bean. We died to a troll. All it cost was my life. All it cost getting that bean was my life. And gonna be honest, that's a fair trade-off, I would say. So as you can see, I have 100 beans now, and I think there's 2 more beans. Maybe 1 more bean. Okay, no, there's just a million chocolate frogs. So there we go. And I've got to say, this has got to be the weirdest corridor to get to a bathroom I have ever seen, or a toilet. That is incredibly weird. That is an incredibly weird hallway. Can you imagine having to run down that every time you wanted to go to the toilet? It would be madness. Anyway, coming down here...
Are you alright, Hermione?
I mean, she's trying to use the toilet and you just bust in on her.
Harry, I'll try to charm the Trolls Club so it bashes him on the head. Use your knockback jigs to keep those toilets from hitting us.
So yeah, here we go, boss battle time. So this is like the mini boss battle for this part of the game. So as you can see, he will throw toilets at you and it will hurt. So he can throw them at either Harry or Ron. Depending on where he's looking before he'll throw it, will tell you who it's going to hit. So this one is going to be thrown at Harry. So you just want to flipendo them back. This one's going to be thrown at Ron. So there we go. So make sure, this is going to be Ron. So make sure you pay attention to that, because if you let Ron get hit, it will send the club a little bit back. If you get hit too many times, it will kill you. So there we go. And I've got to say, how many toilets were in that toilet stall? My goodness, that was a lot. He was pulling them from another room, apparently.
Wow, did you see that? Thank you, boys.
I don't think she would have been in danger unless we led it here, actually. I've just realised this. We led the troll here. Hermione was completely fine until we brought it in here. No wonder she was upset when we came in. She was like, what the hell, guys? You've just brought a troll in here. What is going on? Why did you do this? Why did you bring this troll here? What a bunch of assholes. So there we go. The owl has dropped us... The owl? Hedwig has dropped us a letter.
Mr. Potter, Hogwarts' second Quidditch match of the year is about to begin. Gryffindor will be competing against the redoubtable talents of the Ravenclaw team. I realize this comes on short notice, but you're the best seeker we've had for ages. We're all waiting for you at the Quidditch pitch, so come at once. Deputy Headmistress McGonagall.
I like how in that letter it implies that they don't actually have another seeker. They were like, oh, we'll just use Harry because he's available and he's pretty good. If we had another choice, we would have used them. It's like you're a substitute.
Getting ready for Quidditch, are you? It's going to be an exciting game. Ravenclaw is a fine team.
Hagrid, what do you know about the 3rd floor?
You mean Fluffy?
Fluffy?
Yeah, I bought him off a Greek chappie I met in the pub last year. I lent him to Dumbledore to guard the,
Guard the what?
Don't ask me any more. That's top secret, that is. You forget that dog and what he's guarding. That's between Professor Dumbledore and Nicholas Flamel.
Who's Nicholas Flamel?
Never you mind, I'm off.
You better get going, Harry. The Quidditch match is about to start.
I like how in that conversation, Hagrid just brought up Fluffy for no reason. It's like, do you know anything about the 3rd floor? Yeah, there's, Transfiguration and, Peeves and all this stuff. There's also a giant dog. What do you mean there's a giant dog? I didn't have any clue about this.
Welcome to Quidditch! I'm your commentator, Lee Jordan! The Quidditch pitch has 3 goals at each end. The chasers throw the quaffle and try to put it through the hoops to score. Watch out for the bludgers. These are charm balls that can knock you off your broomstick. 2 beaters of each team try to keep them away. Harry Potter is once again Gryffindor's team seeker. In the last match against Hufflepuff, he caught the snitch to win the game. Remember, when the snitch appears, it releases speed rings that will help the seeker fly faster. Here comes Potter! A glint of gold! Is that the snitch? Potter's seen the snitch! Yeah!
So here we go, another game of Quidditch. So, and right away we're already getting assaulted by bludgers. Fortunately, we have our bludger protection armor stuff. So as you can see down there, we've got 4 hit points. So if you get hit by a bludger, that will go down by 1. And if you lose all of it, you start losing health, I believe. I can't remember exactly how this works, but I think that's how it works. That or you just take decreased damage until you run out. I think it's just like 4 extra hit points. So here we go. Here comes the other Seeker.
Here comes the Raider Claw Seeker!
So I just realised something. During that like intro bit that Lee Jordan did, mentioned that we won the last game. So that kind of implies that there's a possibility you didn't win the last game. So, I don't actually know if you can lose these games. Like, I've never actually lost, so I don't know what actually happens. I said actually a lot in that sentence. So I'm trying to get hit by something so I can demonstrate this armor, but it's just not happening. Where's this bludger? Let me hit it. Oh, the bludger's all the way over there. I like how he's like, oh, Potter's taking the lead, I'm behind. Oh, it's almost as good as when he says, amazing skill, and I'm like all over the place. Like, I'm just missing them all. I mean, it's really hard to lose this, considering the fact that I'm literally missing half of these at the moment, and I'm still winning. It's going to be a second where I actually lose this now, isn't it? Oh, there's the other Sneaker. Sneaker? Yep, the Sneaker. My goodness. What is up with my pronunciation at the moment? Oh. So what I was going to say is, if you can grab this first time...
Perfect catch! Potter brings it home for Gryffindor!
I've noticed during that segment, if you manage to catch the snitch instantly, like Lee Jordan will actually say something different. I think he says a perfect catch, or if you miss it the first time, it says, oh, Harry's caught the snitch. So it's slightly different. I noticed that while like testing something elsewhere in the game. I've been testing Quidditch. Ooh, secrets! No, I'm just being silly now. There we go, that's another game of Quidditch, so not too bad, fairly easy. So a fantastic day.
I've got some bad news, Harry. Norbert isn't doing too well, he's very sick. We need to make him some special dragon tonic to pep him up again. The tonic needs some very rare components though, and there aren't any in the castle. So you and I must go to Diagon Alley to get them.
Okay, so not so great day. Here we go. This is a side quest. We've got to go to Diagon Alley to get some ingredients for Norbert. So this seems a bit out of place because I don't think this happened in the book, if I remember correctly. It's been ages since I've read them, but I'm pretty certain this didn't happen. And I think they just wanted to have Diagon Alley in this game at a point where you had some abilities and like things, like you could actually do some things before like putting the level in the game. So that's why they put it here.
We need 3 peacock feathers, 1 eagle owl feather, and 3 giant purple toad warts. But we can't buy anything without money. Go to Gringotts to get some knuts, sickles, and galleons. Griphook will see you right. I'm off to the leaky cauldron for a few butterbeers if you need me. I'll meet you when you're all done.
I like how Hagrid has literally just said, oh yeah, and we need to go do this side quest. Like, this is considered a side quest. I don't really know why, but for some reason this is how it's like considered online. A side quest for some reason, but yeah, Hagrid's basically like, oh yeah, you go do that, you pay for it all, you're rich, Harry, you handle that. I'm sure Harry would actually do that in the books, he would be happy to pay for it for Hagrid, but it just seems a bit off that an adult's done that. Anyway, never mind, here we are in Diagon Alley, one of my favourite parts of the Harry Potter series. This way is obviously the Leaky Cauldron, but you can't get there, so let's just wander around. What I want to do at the end of this episode is just wander around and have a look at a few details, because they've put like so many little things into this area that makes it really fun just to wander around and look at things. So let's come over here and read this notice.
Gone on holiday. Back next week.
Okay, that's not the best sign to start with. Let's read this one instead.
Due to some faulty cauldrons causing a stir, we are closed today. Sorry.
It's just puntastic. I love this area. It's just so full of puns. So this is one of the areas we have to go into, or one of the shops we have to go into to get something, so there's no sign on that one, so let's read this one instead.
Gone to Paris for which fashion show?
I like how incredulous Harry sounds. It's like, which? What? It's like the notice board all over again. I love these things.
We apologise to our customers for temporary closure. We are trying to locate our disappearing ink.
It seems like really silly and childish, but I love this area. It's great. So there's another area we have to go to shop. There's another one, the Magical Menagerie, and I think Ollivander's was the other one. So what's this say? The last one?
Closed due to family illness.
I don't know why Harry laughs about that one. No, let's listen to that again.
Closed due to family illness.
It's like he snickers. It's like, family illness. You're ill? What a loser. Oh my god, that is not the right angle to have those people out. My goodness. I did not intend to do that. Never mind. So one last thing to look at. Over here we have this lady. Let's talk to her.
Harry Potter, stay well away from here. That is Nocturne Alley. The shops down there deal only in the dark arts. Now run along before I turn you into a vole.
I like how at first she was like, no, Harry, don't do it. Don't go there. I'm this older lady who's trying to keep you safe. But if you don't, I'm going to turn you into an animal. What? Okay, that was a tone change. Anyway, let's talk to her again.
Like to be a vole, would ya? Now run along. Maybe I'll turn you into a turnip and then eat you for my tea.
I mean, that went from little old lady looking up to Harry to, you know, concerning to literally the most evil person we've met so far in this game. She takes the, like, top spot so far as most evil person we have seen in this game. What the hell is this? I just love it. It's so silly and great. I love the little bits of, like, flavor they put into this area. It's so good. But there we go. That's everything I wanted to show this episode. If we go through those doors into Gringotts Bank to get some money, it is going to take a while. Not just to do it, it's going to be a full episode in and of itself to get the money, but also it's going to be an entire recording session for me to do this. So, yeah, definitely ending it off here and leaving that for next time. So until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and all the other good stuff. I've been Hasty, so I'll see you next time when we go into Gringotts Bank and get our money. I'll see you then.